I was recently thinking about the journey that I have so far in this industry, and I thought to myself, how would it have been 10 to 20 years ago? And I came to the conclusion that it has never been easier to become a full-time trader. Wait, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that being a full-time trader is easy or that being a profitable trader is easy. I'm still on that journey. I haven't achieved that yet, so I know how hard it is. Where I'm trying to get at is that once you get the hang of it, once you start being consistent, you have so many amazing tools to become a full-time trader. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about something that adequates itself for every single step of your journey: access to information, access to capital, and becoming the asset. These are the three most important things that are in people's minds, so let's talk about it. Let's start with access to information. Everything I'm going to talk about has its pros and cons, like everything else in life. We have never had this much access to information, with so many podcasts, YouTube channels, communities, trading communities, Discord servers, you name it, it's probably out there. And previously, this was not the case. There was no YouTube to backtest your strategy. There was no broker that any retail trader could access that would give you 1 to 100 leverage by just depositing like $300. There wasn't YouTube in order for you to learn anything you wanted to learn. This is all new. Previously, traders would learn by talking with other traders, by being on the trading floor, by having that network effect that probably someone else already had built for them, and then learning from there. And a lot of trading was based on fundamentals and also technicals, but it was way harder to access. 15 years ago, the way you would learn was by going to Forex Factory and trying out the strategies described there. Or you would go to trading seminars in order to learn how to trade, with very few ways of fact-checking what you were told. Now we live in a whole new era. You have YouTube, you have trading courses, you have books, you have seminars, you have podcasts, you have so much information. But that comes at a cost, which is false information. You probably didn't fact check what I just said about how traders would learn in the past. You just trusted my information. And that's normal because we've built this trust around this channel. But anyone else could be giving you false information just in order to profit from you. Some people don't have any integrity, and that's what ends up happening. People just put their reputation on the line just to make a quick profit. They gave you false information or incomplete information in order to sell you something. It has become harder and harder to filter out the good and the bad information. And the problem then is, if you have a strong enough community, you can take certain information that, even though it's true, it hurts your feelings, and so you flag the video so much that it becomes taken down. Like, that still happens on YouTube to this day. But that's the good thing now too, which is we have likes and dislikes. So if we know something to be false, or if you know something to be true, we can give our opinion. We can comment something in the comment section and maybe warn other people if something is false or true. So if you don't like the information that is being transmitted, you leave a dislike, and this will warn other people of what they are watching. This can also be contradicted with people buying subscribers, buying likes, buying followers, renting out Lambo. Like, again, people just with low integrity that just want to make money unethically. That is always going to be there. But now onto access to capital. Previously, if you wanted to have access to life-changing capital, you either were born with a big silver spoon, or you had a really lucky trade based on fundamentals. Like, this is what we hear the most of, like the Big Short, people that changed their whole life with one trade or two. Like, that's the type of life-changing wealth that I'm talking about. Or you would be called to manage the funds at an hedge fund. Now it's completely different. We have prop firms everywhere. We have private investors everywhere, which you can contact like through LinkedIn. You can create social connections more easily, expanding your network effect, thus expanding also your access to capital. The more people you know, the more capital is accessible to you, if they are the right people, obviously. But the problem with this is the topic that we are going to talk about next, which is becoming the asset. With this much access to capital, people start focusing more on capital than actually becoming the asset. This is what happened to me, and this is what hindered my results for a long time. It was focusing on the wrong things, which was capital, instead of becoming a consistently profitable trader. I just see less and less focus on becoming the asset. I'm not talking about anyone in particular, I'm talking about general sentiment. For example, the fact that most amount of views go to videos about prop firms and people that are bragging and showing riches on YouTube. But now, onto becoming the asset. It's so easy to say, but hard to do, even for myself, but we have to focus on becoming the actual asset. The access to capital is right there, but for that to be sustainable, we need to do this consistently. We need to have a statistical advantage, we need to have data, we need to be confident with that statistical advantage. And this is all super important for a consistently profitable trader. Since becoming a trader, I always heard, become the asset and then the money will come, but that never really stuck in my mind and I didn't know why. Like, it was in my unconscious, but I never really listened to it. In my mind, the access to capital was the gateway to consistency. Well, that couldn't be proven any less true, because when I got the access to capital, it actually hindered my results. In this case, I'm regarding access to capital as when I've passed my first FTMO challenge. I was supposed to be profitable, right? Well, I got the capital and lo and behold, I was able to lose it. I've already made a video on it about my mistakes. If you want to check it out, it's in the top right corner. But yeah, like, this is normal. Why? Because I did not deserve the capital that was given to me. I wasn't a consistently profitable trader. I wasn't emotionally consistent. I wasn't the person itself that deserved the capital that was given to me, no matter how small or how big. I've talked quite a few times on this channel that if you want something, you need to become the person that deserves that thing. Failure doesn't happen out of nowhere, and it's mostly our fault. I even risk saying that 100% of it is our fault. We need to take personal responsibility for our failures. The fact that I lost the account was because I overtraded. It wasn't because of market conditions. It wasn't because of a losing streak. It was simply because I was not ready. And me taking those losses is just the market showing me the trader that I was at the time. I've thought a lot about what I'm going to say right now, and I'm not sure if I 100% believe in this, but here you go. Things fall into place when they have to fall into place. And our job is just to become the best version of ourselves. Not blaming other people, not blaming the market, simply taking personal responsibility and becoming the asset. And then things will start falling into place. I think that with time, becoming the asset is going to enter in everyone's head if they just trade for long enough. Like simply knowing that the goal is not to pursue money, but actually pursuing consistency, and then the money will come. For now, what I'm mainly focusing on is having a better statistical advantage and being able to execute it in the live market, meaning getting more live market experience. I'm pursuing becoming the confident trader that I need to be in order to take on larger capital. I do not expect this to happen quickly, and I do not expect this to be permanent. This is always going to be a road that we are going to walk on and have to learn on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. It's always a work in progress, and I will make sure to work every single day in order to become the trader that I want to become. And this is the message that I'm trying to bring forward to you. If you want to check my goals on goal setting, is this video right here, and I hope you all enjoy. Peace.